Well, today, I know I'm out of frame. I'm doing that on purpose. Just not going to be featured too as much in this film. But first I want to say, in honor of Oktoberfest and German food, I do have some history behind it. Not all my life, but I was in the military for 3 years, and for 2.5 that I was stationed in Germany. And that's where I took on a love for German food, all types. Tonight we're making Wiener Schnitzel, and we'll be making some different kinds here in October. So it's Wiener Schnitzel night here at the Simpson household, and I do know a little bit because my wife is a German Frau, and I brought her back from Germany, so I do know a little bit about German food. So I'm going to start with pounding out the Wiener Schnitzel flat. It's about 1/4 inch. And we're going to start with I have a little spray here just to help keep it from sticking in the bag. Going to pound it a little bit in the bag. And like I said, we're going to pound it to about 1/4 of an inch. We're going to pound it here. It won't be the biggest Wiener Schnitzel. Sometimes some of them that are really huge. I'm going to use a little bit smaller ones. They'll be good. So we're going to pound these out, and then we'll show the next step. I don't think you need to watch me pound the whole thing, and it gets loud. Okay, now we're getting ready to start cooking the Wiener Schnitzel. I've got the first one breaded up in the pan, nice and hot. Be a little hotter before we put it in there. We can get 2 in there without crowding the pan. Let me get a second one done up here. Get that in the pan. And we'll cook 2 at a time. So now we just want to get these nice and brown and cooked thoroughly. They'll cook pretty fast. Using some grapeseed oil. Actually, I'm using grapeseed oil and some avocado oil. Just what I have on hand. I've got olive oil too. I'm not going to probably be using that in this cook. We're going to be shaking the pan some while we're cooking. It's a technique. So a lot of the Germans, the Austrians, this dish is really more from Austria, from Vienna, Austria, originally. But the Germans get the credit for it, like always. But it really, I think, was started in Vienna, Austria. They're the ones who made it famous throughout Germany and Austria. So, getting the oil up under there. And we did, on the egg wash, we seasoned the meat, the egg wash, and the breadcrumbs with kosher salt, and black ground pepper. We're starting to brown up a little. It's not done yet. It's not brown enough. We may have to do a second flip, which is not really a good technique. Should only have to do 1 flip. But if we have to do another flip, we will. And right here, this is for another cook. This is sous vide roast beef for sandwiches, which will be done tomorrow morning. And I have it on some good rye bread. Had some leftover Eye Brown that I wanted to cook up. So it's nothing to do with this cook. Now on side 2, we're brown like we should. But it seems like I just switched the pan. It seems like the hotter side, this side. So I'm going to give this one a chance over here. That's the problem with electric cooktops. There's hot spots. Not as even distributed as gas stoves, I don't believe, but that's just what we have to live with here. So we're ready to take off the first batch and start cooking up batch number 2. I have 4. Is there 4 of us eating? 1 for each of us tonight. Our Wiener Schnitzel is now complete. Yum.